Have you ever driven through a small village and thought it looked simple, slow, stuck in the past? In a world obsessed with tech startups and global markets, these tiny rural economies seem almost invisible. But economics says that assumption is completely wrong. It actually reveals a highly complex, interconnected system of survival, trade, and resilience. Let's break down the hidden economics behind a village like Palampur. 1. The myth of isolation. Most people think villages exist in a bubble. They grow their own food, mind their own business, and never interact with the outside world. But economists know this is an illusion. Villages are economic engines. They export raw materials, labor, and capital to bigger cities. They aren't isolated. They are the foundational layer of the entire national economy. Without their silent production, the massive urban markets would instantly collapse. 2. Micro-diversification. We assume village life is just farming. But look closer. When you observe the daily operations, you see a masterclass in risk management. A single family might farm a small plot of land, run a dairy operation on the side, operate a small transport cart, and manage a tiny retail shop. This isn't just keeping busy, it's an advanced economic strategy. When a crop fails, the dairy sustains them. When milk prices drop, the transport pays the bills. It is a highly intelligent safety net. 3. Invisible capital. In massive cities, capital is obvious. It is skyscrapers, banks, and stock portfolios. In a village, capital is disguised. It is the tractor shared between 3 families. It is the irrigation tube well that completely transforms the yield of a barren field. It is the social trust that allows a farmer to borrow seeds without signing a stack of legal documents. Economists call this social capital, and it is the glue that holds these microeconomies together when formal banking systems fail them. 4. The reality of surplus. A struggling economy barely feeds itself, but a thriving microeconomy generates a surplus. The extra wheat isn't just stored, it's instantly monetized. It flows into nearby towns, converting agricultural effort into raw purchasing power. This surplus dictates whether a family buys a second tractor or sends a child to a better school. It is the invisible lever of generational wealth in rural areas. 5. The labor illusion. We look at manual farming and see primitive work, but agricultural labor is a dynamic market. Wages fluctuate based on seasons, crop types, and migration patterns. A landless laborer negotiates their worth in a highly competitive, localized job market every single morning. It is raw supply and demand happening in real time. So, the next time you pass through a quiet village, don't assume it is simple. You are looking at a highly optimized, diversified, and resilient economic machine. They don't need skyscrapers to build wealth, and that is real economic intelligence. If you love understanding how the hidden systems of the world actually work, hit subscribe now. Because on this channel, we don't just look at the surface, we decode the mechanics underneath.